Alright guys, so welcome back to this series called S.G.L.O. It's Sorting My Gaming Life Out. It's a series that I started quite a while ago with the intention of trying to spur myself on to finish games that I started but didn't finish, did a few levels of, got distracted, went on to something else. I'm sure we all do it. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I have finished a few games in that period. One of which was Dragon Quest 9 on the DS. That was an awesome game, really enjoyed that. But the game I'm going to talk about today is Zelda Wind Waker, that is playing in the background. It's the GameCube version that's playing in the background because my Wii U is not set up in here, but I did play it and finish it on the Wii U. The HD remaster is absolutely gorgeous. There is the... unfortunately it was a digital download that I got. It was included in the Wii U pack that I received for my birthday from my beautiful other half, who's sent me off on a Wii U collecting spree. I've got the Wii U bug bad. Really loving that system. And yeah, the first game that I've played and finished on it is Zelda Wind Waker. And this is a game that divided opinion when it first came out. A lot of people didn't like the art style of it, the cel shaded graphics. But the game looked beautiful on GameCube, it looks even better on Wii U. Absolutely gorgeous look to the game, really unique. Just eye candy everywhere you look, especially on the Wii U version of course. So smooth. Can't fault it how it looks at all. I really enjoyed the style of it. Zelda is a game that manages to keep reinventing itself, even though it uses some of the same ideas throughout all of the Zelda games. You get pretty much the same toys to play with in the Zelda games. There's a few variations here and there between the games, but the thing about it, and the reason it never gets old, for me at least, is the way that those tools, those toys, are utilised in the game. So of course you've got the boomerang, the hook shot. In this game you've got heavy boots, you've got a heavy hammer, lots of other things that you'll see throughout a lot of the Zelda games. But yeah, the way that they're used in the dungeons and to get to secret places and to navigate your way through different levels, it always remains quite fresh and innovative, the way that they're used. And you have to use a little bit of brain work involved there as well. I don't mind admitting that there was a few occasions where I really had to scratch my head as to what I had to do next in order to progress. But it doesn't. There's certain clues here and there as well if you do kind of have a bit of confusion over what to do next. The game gives you certain subtle clues on what to use in the nature of the kind of pickups that are available in any given room and that kind of thing. But usually it's not that hard to figure out. I might just be a little bit dense. But anyway, but yeah, it's fun figuring out the ways of getting through the dungeons there. So bit of brain work involved. I always enjoy that in a game. The game has a lot of character as well. Some really great characters, some really great dialogue, some really great side missions. Some really just unique feel to the side missions there. It always felt like there was a lot to do as well in this game. The main hub world, I think, is Windfall Island, is it? It's kind of pretty much the main island in the game. You do most of your side questing there, and there's lots of different things to do, and it's just very fun, the different types of things. There's side quests based on romance, based on envy, based on greed, based on there's quite emotional aspects to the side quests. So it draws you in on these little stories that you encounter and have to resolve for the characters of the game world. So that's really cool about it as well. The action is great. I really do enjoy the fighting on it. The fight mechanics are simple but varied enough that it doesn't get too boring. Easy to access, pretty easy to master as well. But it always feels fun fighting the enemies. And the enemies, there's a little bit of variation in the enemies and how you have to fight them. You have to use certain items that you've picked up along the way in order to battle certain enemies, that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of strategy involved in the combat as well, so that's fun as well. The exploration aspect of it is fantastic. In this game you start off with pretty much a blank canvas for a sea chart, a map of the sea in the area that has nothing on it. One of your tasks is to go around collecting information on the various locations that you can visit and what can be done there, and you get little hints as to what can be done. But it's a journey of exploration. It really does feel like you're discovering things to do and places to go and people to see. Yeah, there's one aspect of it is you will have to buy seeds that you put down into the water, or feed basically. You buy this feed that you place into certain points in the sea, and fish will jump up, eat the seeds, and tell you a bit of information and draw on your map. So you keep adding to the map information about islands and what it can be done on some of these places as well. So you're always, as well as going through the main story mission, you also have this goal of becoming more knowledgeable about the world in general and discovering more things to do. So it's really, I like how that works. That's really cool. What else to be said about it? The boss battles are great. There's a few, not as many as I would have liked. I would have liked to have seen more boss battles, but the boss battles that are in there are really fun as well. Again, having to use the specific special items that you may have picked up in those same dungeons, and that kind of thing. What else can I say about it? Yeah, well, one of the things that this game got criticised for when it first came out was the sea aspect of it, and that was very unique part of it. People have criticised Zelda for being too similar over the generations, the various games, but one new thing that this game did do was, of course, this idea of being based on the sea, and some people complained that the boat rides, whilst you're out sailing the sea, navigating the sea, they found that to be a bit boring, a bit dull, because the sea is huge. And I never found it boring, I have to say, genuinely. There's lots to do out in the sea. You're never too far away from an island to discover or play around with. You're never too far away from a confrontation on the sea as well, but there's enemies out there. And not too far into the game, you get the option of getting a speed sail, and also the ability to manipulate to travel far distances. So there's the speed sail obviously makes sailing a lot quicker, and then you also get an ability to be able to warp to several different locations on the map, so that cuts down your travel time as well. So I never found it that much of a problem. If you had never been able to warp and you've never got the speed sail, I can see how that might have got a little bit boring eventually. But even early on in the game, when you don't have those powers and you're sailing manually at a relatively slow speed, it's a great place to be. It feels unique. I liked the sailing aspect of it. I really did. What else can be said? I don't really know. I haven't really put any pointers down for this video. I'm just going off the top, just to say that Zelda Wind Waker is my favourite Zelda game that I've ever played, and I have played and finished Ocarina. So yes, I am saying it. I said it on Facebook the other week, I'll say it here again. I prefer Wind Waker to Ocarina of Time. Blasphemy! I know. And if I didn't already have a Triforce tattoo, this game might have prompted me to get one. It's that good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so that's it. I've got a couple other Zelda games that I've still yet to play. Skyward Sword I haven't played yet, and I have that on Wii, which can be played on the Wii U. So yeah, I hope they don't do a remaster of Skyward Sword as well, because I'm going to start playing it, I think, on the GameCube. But that's it. Alright, Wind Waker, highly recommend it. Such a cool game. I'm sure there's loads else I could say about it. Yeah, but I'll stop here. And the next game in this series, I have no idea what it's going to be, to be honest. I'm going to have to go back and look at the original list of games that I had started but not finished, and see if I can pick something out from there to crack on with. So that's it for this video, guys. Alright, see you later. Bye bye. Right, here's the button.